The Author Lifeline channel. I'm your host Vince, and today is going to be part 2 of the author marketing videos that I will be doing. I'm posting all these videos here to help authors out. I'm going to do a section at a time. And so the first section that you guys might see, part 1, was actually just an intro one that talked about my different platforms. The majority of those platforms are free, by the way, in case you guys had a question about that. So you can freely post on my Goodreads platforms and my Facebook platforms. The Instagram one, it does take me more time. If you're interested in that, reach out to me. That one probably will be a small charge again, simply because it takes me time on my end to be able to get that posting done. But the other ones are free on the Goodreads and the Facebook group. But today, guys, let's dive into the better ways that we can effectively market to people and get our books out there. And so we're going to be talking about this in this video, as well as in the future videos here, about different tools and strategies that we can use to be more effective in our marketing. Today, guys, I'm going to talk about just leaving a post. And today you'll see that I'm on here, my screen share. I'm on Facebook. This is my Goodreads authors/readers Facebook group here, and I did kind of just an example post. Actually, this is not a real cover. This is a quote by Elie Wiesel. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. I just happen to love that quote on there. But anyway, I'm just using this as an example. If it were a book, what you might see on my group by many authors that just go through and leave postings. They'll say something, will say it's now on sale. They'll maybe give a brief description, and they'll say get it here, and they'll leave their website link, and perhaps even the picture itself. Of course, you click on that and it'll take them to the Amazon page. Now, while that will certainly get your book cover seen by certain people, and certainly it'll have some description on there, the problem with that sort of marketing is that it doesn't have an impact on the particular reader, because they see so many posts like that. So one of the better ways that I commonly tell authors to do, in fact, I've posted several videos that were not a part of this one. I just started this series, but I had different videos on live streams and whatnot, where I told authors that one of the things that they need to do is be able to connect more with the potential readers. And one of the ways that you can do that is just having a normal conversation with a reader on either Goodreads or on Facebook or a different platform, where you see what they're talking about. You talk about, you obviously engage in a conversation that's organic, that's natural, and then you kind of casually mention to them that, hey, you're a writer and you write in the same genre, but hopefully it's like a group, for instance, that's in your same niche. So if you write science fiction and you're in a science fiction group and that person's talking about different science fiction books, then you go through and say, oh, I love that book and I love this book, and you get into an organic conversation. And then later in that conversation, you drop a line to that person that, hey, I am a science fiction writer. I do have a book too. It'd be wonderful if you check that out. Something like that, so that way it comes in the course of the conversation and not just a blast that's just on a group that many people just kind of scroll through. And the reason why I know about this better than most folks is because I have these platforms where I see this again and again. I see this on my Facebook group. I see this on my Goodreads group. I see this on other social media sites too as well, where it'll just be the cover, a link where they could buy it, maybe a discount of some sort on there, and that's the end of it. It's not to say that you can't make a sale that way. It's just a lot harder to make a sale that way. A lot of times authors will spend money kind of doing that same thing, maybe an advertisement on Facebook, advertisement on Goodreads. And once again, the problem is that you haven't established a contact with your audience on there. You're not engaging with that audience. And so what I tell people is just engage with them and have a conversation with them. And you'll find too, by the way, if you're in a group and you're striking up a conversation, that conversation can involve 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And the next thing you know, this is a big conversation going about a particular book and why people like it or don't like it, or maybe just talking about that genre in general. And so when you do casually mention that you're a writer yourself on there, many people will see that. It won't just be one person too as well. So don't think it's just one person at a time. You can have something where you're involved in a group and everyone's kind of talking about it. But again, it's coming naturally and organically. So I just think that that's far more effective on Goodreads, on Facebook, other social media platforms to do that. So this part 2 video is about that. It's about the connection aspect of it. So again, guys, join groups on Facebook that are in your genre. have a conversation, strike up a conversation. Do the same thing on Goodreads. It doesn't have to just be those platforms. If you're on Instagram or elsewhere, think about the same kind of strategy where you find an area that is an area where you write, and then you start up a conversation. It's natural, they get to know you, and then you can mention your writing on there. It's not the other way around. It's not that you join that group and immediately start blasting. A lot of groups, by the way, aren't like mine. Like mine, I'll let you do that. I'll post it for you just because I try to help out authors as best as I can. Some groups, they'll kick you off the group. They'll simply ban you from there because they call it spam. They see these postings again and again and saying, well, who are you? You're not engaging in the group. You just wanted to push your work out there. So not only does that turn off group admin, but trust me, the group participants on there, the group members, will also feel the same way, where they're like, why is this guy spamming me with like a bunch of random stuff? I don't know who he is or who she is. So in any case, I just want to let you guys know about that and about how that works. Again, check it out and try it on your side. I guarantee you'll have more of a connection and a better chance for that sale. Guys, hope you're doing well out there. I'll check you out in the next video here, part 3 of the video here, and I hope this part 2 has been informative for you. Take care.